Hey everyone, Gil here at Gray Man Prepping. I'm out here in the prepper garden and I'm going to go over everything that's been going on here over the last couple of weeks. I have put out a couple videos over on Camp Pat and Family Compound dealing with the trees coming down. I'm going to share this with all the preppers and things you can do to help your garden get better and become more productive for you, all right? So I'm going to get behind the camera and I'm going to walk around and show you some of the stuff I've done already. And then we're going to get to work and do some work on the at high speed so you don't have to watch it very long, all right? Okay, so one of the things I did here was from across here, about 6 foot wide, all the way across down to the steps there. I put down some heavy duty weed blocker and I put about 3-4 inches of wood chips on top of it. And that way there'll be no weeds coming up over here in this area here at all until the stuff starts breaking down, but I shouldn't have all the weeds I had before. And I've also put wood chips out down quite a ways. I got a bit more to go, and that's part of what we're going to be doing later. Ran it all on the sides here. We've got probably 25, maybe 30 bucket loads on the tractor of wood chips put down already. I got the shoot, what's it called again? Butternut squash here. Got 4 of them. Oh, 5 of them. 5 of them that have survived the rabbits, and so they're doing pretty good here. And so with the wood chips up higher around the plastic guards I have around the trees, that's going to hold more moisture in during the summertime. And then as this stuff starts to compost during the wintertime, it'll add a little bit more heat to the ground. Now down here I got all the pumpkins here. Now I even pulled up this rubber floor mat that was out of the shop and put the wood chips down under that. Now here, around here, I have I actually picked up the vine here and went along and tucked wood chips under there. I got down here, I haven't gotten to this area here yet. So that's what these big piles down here for. I'm going to start spreading them out this way. And I'm going to leave some of it here so that later on, after we harvest the pumpkins, I'll start dumping wood chips on top of it. But I'm going to spread some of these out in here and work them around in as best I can to help block weeds and hold moisture into the soil there. And so getting down here, you can see I got a bit more here to go, and I will use the hula hoe and remove the weeds that are growing up here and then put down the weed blocker here. I'm going to go all the way over to the IBC totes, and I'll probably wind up tomorrow or the next day moving the totes out and putting the wood chips down over there as well. And so I do have one of the big boy tomatoes here that is doing pretty good. I just planted this 2 days ago from the that bucket there, and so it's actually doing pretty good, even though the leaves are slightly curling here. I just watered it again, and see it's still wet, so it's actually doing better than some of the other tomatoes are. And so the trees are coming back a little bit, especially when I hear this one gets the beat up the worst with the most of the wind coming around from the side there. And as you can see, the Lombardy poplars over there just whipping around in the breeze out here. And I see this one here is whipping and moving a little bit. These hardly moving at all. So, and I do have some nice pumpkins here already, and they are getting bigger every day. And so, like I said, I got some weeds back here to finish removing, and I'll be piling a bunch of the wood chips back here as well. We got another big pumpkin down in there. Got several other, there's a medium-sized one down there. These things should be ready to harvest and about October 15th at the latest, maybe a little bit sooner. So this is doing really good here. So anyways, I'm going to get that back on the stand here, and I'm going to start spreading out more chips here. And I got a little, some of the dust, dirt got scraped up with it there. But so once I get all this down, wood chips spread out enough, then I'll be just putting sprinklers out here, so I'm not having to water by hand. I can just turn the sprinklers on, and the sprinklers will water everything, and chips will keep the weeds down and trap the moisture in, so I don't have to water it as much. And all the pumpkins and squash and trees will be doing a lot better here. So let me get this down here, get it set up for high speed, and we'll get at it. Okay, I got something to show you here, so I'm going to take this off the stand and get over here to it. This has been out here. I dumped this out here yesterday, maybe the day before. The piles down here, but I want to show you what's going on right in here. See if this works. It will do it right. See the steam coming out of there? I have a hard time seeing it on the camera. I hope it's showing better on what's I'm recording and what is showing here for me on the camera. But yeah, so that's not dust, that's steam. And yesterday when I was moving the big piles that on the other side of the shop, oh, there was clouds of it coming off from when it was piled up from a couple 10 days ago. I mean, it was huge, and all it was that dark green gray where everything was starting to decompose already. All right, so I'm going to push a little bit more over here, and then I'm going to come back to you. So what I'm doing is I'm lifting up the vines here and raking a bunch underneath here. Get the vines up off the ground, block weeds. Okay, so that stuff there looks a little hot, so I'm gonna let it air out a little bit, hit it with some water, cool it off, and then tuck it back underneath the vines there and stuff. I'll get some more for over there tomorrow. Um, I only got to get it out to just about to the end of that IBC tote, and so I'll be pushing these two here back farther so I can bring the tractor up and start dumping a bunch in here as well. In fact, I'll probably stockpile a bunch here for the winter time or for the fall, and then once the pumpkins are done, then I can start raking it that way. I'm also going to add more piles down in here, so once the pumpkins are done, I can just start tossing it over so everything can decompose here. One of the things I am going to do is I'm harvesting. I'm going to walk over here and show you it. The peas here, the Wendo peas are done, and my daughter's come through a bunch, but there's still a bunch of pea pods in here. You can see the pea pods all over in here. I'm going to go through here as soon as I get done videoing this, because this is easy work. It's not hard on my back at all. So I'll go and harvest a bunch more, and then I'll let her come over tomorrow and blow through them and get anything else I miss, because she's going to make peas for soup and stews and stuff. And yeah. Oh, the other my other tomato here, which is in a 15-gallon container, is I got 4 set tomatoes on it. Some are getting pretty big there, over there. Oh, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tomatoes, because there's another small one right in there next to that one. So I got at least 6, unless I'm missing another one, which could be. So got a bunch more flowers up above, and the sweat bees and something else was in, other bugs were flying around in there today. So anyway, so that's what's going on here right now. The experiment with the pumpkins and the butternut squash. If the rabbits weren't in here, the butternut squash would be all over the place. And so this is going to be a lot better, producing a lot more next year. Several of the trees, like this peach here, that peach there, that apricot, and this apricot had fruit on them when I planted them. I stripped the fruit. The cherries down there, the first ones that have the white tubes on them, had fruit on them. I stripped those. So the pears didn't have any fruit on them, but we will. They should be bearing fruit next year, even if it's like 2 or 3 or so. Yeah, the peaches I took off. 3 dozen peaches off the trees. So next year they should be able to support peaches for the grandsons. So if you're going to plant a garden, preppers, what you need to do is remember, excuse me, that's getting to my throat. You need to consider trees, fruit trees, because fruit trees can kind of hide as shade trees and ornamental trees, and they give fruit as well. And once they start giving fruit, the work to you don't have to worry about weeding them. All you got to do is worry about, after a couple years, start to prune them just a little bit to keep them in shape where they are producing their maximum ability, and then thinning them once they set a bunch of fruit so you don't overload the branches. But yeah, you can get a lot of fruit from trees, and it can help you make it through the winter months, especially if you have a dehydrator, a freeze dryer, or you make jams. All right. So as always, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps: water, food, medicine, clothing. Learn a new skill every month, including how to prune and do trees, and you know, do your own prepper garden, because the stuff they're selling in the stores, oh man, all the chemicals that I'm finding out on the stuff in the stores makes me not want to buy anything else from the store ever again.